China is a country full of wonderful surprises. Imagine standing on the Great Wall, a magnificent structure that winds across mountains like a stone dragon. You can feel the history under your feet, the stories of emperors and soldiers echoing in the wind. This wall has stood for centuries, a powerful symbol of China's ancient strength and enduring spirit. Then, in just a few hours, you can find yourself in Shanghai, looking up at a skyline that seems to touch the clouds. The Oriental Pearl Tower and the Shanghai Tower pierce the sky, their futuristic designs glowing with neon lights. It feels like stepping into a science fiction movie, a world of tomorrow built today. These two images, the ancient wall and the modern city, perfectly capture the heart of China, a place where the past and the future live together in a dazzling dance. This contrast is not just in buildings, it's everywhere you look. In Beijing, you can wander through the narrow alleyways or hutongs, where traditional courtyard homes have stood for generations. Here, life moves at a slower pace. Neighbors chat over games of mahjong, and the smell of home-cooked meals fills the air. It's a glimpse into an older, more communal way of life. But just a short subway ride away, you are in a bustling shopping district like Wangfujing. Giant digital billboards flash advertisements, and luxury brands from all over the world fill the storefronts. Young people rush by, talking on their smartphones and sipping on bubble tea. It's a world of fast-paced consumerism and global trends, a complete opposite to the quiet life in the hutongs. This blend of old and new creates a unique energy that is truly Chinese. You might see an old man practicing the slow, graceful movements of Tai Chi in a park, right next to a group of teenagers filming a TikTok dance. In a city like Chengdu, you can spend the afternoon in a traditional tea house, a place of peace and calm that has not changed for 100 years. But in the evening, you could be at a high-tech concert, with holograms and laser shows creating an electrifying experience. This mix is what makes China so fascinating. It doesn't just discard its history for the sake of progress. Instead, it finds a way to carry its ancient soul into the modern world, creating a culture that is rich, complex, and always surprising. Every corner of the country tells the story of contrast. In the ancient city of Xi'an, you can marvel at the silent, powerful terracotta army, thousands of clay soldiers who have guarded an emperor's tomb for over 2 millennia. The sheer scale of this ancient wonder is breathtaking. Yet, in the same city, you can visit bustling tech parks where brilliant minds are developing the next generation of artificial intelligence and robotics. China is a living museum and a laboratory for the future, all at once. It's a place where you can touch the stones of history and in the next moment, witness the birth of tomorrow. This beautiful, sometimes confusing combination is what makes China so incredibly dynamic and alive today. The lives of women in China today tell a powerful story of change and contrast. In big cities like Shenzhen and Beijing, a new generation of women is breaking barriers and reaching for the top. These women are highly educated, ambitious, and financially independent. They are CEOs of major companies, leading scientists, and innovative artists. Dressed in stylish business suits, they command boardrooms and lead teams with confidence. They navigate the fast-paced urban world with skill and determination, proving that they are equal to any challenge. These powerful city women are reshaping not only the economy, but also the very idea of what a woman can achieve in modern China. They are the face of progress, bold and unapologetic. However, if you travel away from the glittering cities into the quiet rural provinces, you will find a very different picture. Here, life is often guided by deep-rooted traditions that have been passed down for centuries. In many rural families, the roles of women are still defined by tradition. They are expected to be dutiful daughters, wives, and mothers. Their lives revolve around taking care of the home, raising children, and supporting their husbands. While their contributions are vital to the family and community, they often have less personal freedom and fewer opportunities for education or a career outside the home. The contrast between a female executive in Shanghai and a farmer's wife in a remote village is vast, showing how unevenly progress has spread across the country. This difference creates a complex reality for women across China. In the cities, women are increasingly delaying marriage to focus on their careers, a choice that gives them personal freedom but can also lead to social pressure. These successful, unmarried women over the age of 27 are sometimes called sheng nu, or leftover women. It's an unfair label that reflects the lingering traditional expectation that a woman's main goal should be marriage. This shows that even in the most modern parts of China, old ideas about family and a woman's place in society still have a strong influence. It's a constant negotiation between their own modern ambitions and the traditional expectations of their families. So, the journey of the Chinese woman is not one single story but many different stories happening at the same time. Some are climbing the corporate ladder, while others are preserving the foundations of family life in the countryside. Some are fighting against outdated labels, while others find comfort and purpose in traditional roles. This diversity is a key part of China's larger story of transformation. The country is navigating a path between its patriarchal past and a future where women have more choices than ever before. The hopes, struggles, and achievements of these women are at the very heart of China's ongoing evolution. Attitudes toward love, relationships, and sex are changing rapidly in China, especially among the younger generation. In the past, marriages were often arranged by families, and public displays of affection were rare. Today, young people in the cities are embracing a more open and individualistic approach to romance. Dating apps like Tantan and Soul have become incredibly popular, giving millions of people the freedom to connect with others outside their immediate social circles. Swiping right for a potential match is now a common way to find a date, a friend, or even a life partner. This digital revolution has made dating more accessible and has also started to change the conversations around intimacy and personal choice. This new openness, however, exists alongside deeply traditional views on relationships. While young urbanites might be comfortable with casual dating, the ultimate goal for most is still marriage. There is immense pressure from parents and society to get married and start a family by a certain age. The concept of filial piety, or respect for one's parents and elders, remains a cornerstone of Chinese culture. This means that even if a young person is using a modern dating app, their parents' approval of their chosen partner is often still very important. This creates a unique tension where modern dating habits must fit into a traditional framework of family expectations. The changing views on sex are another area of fascinating contrast. Historically, discussions about sex were taboo and considered a private matter. However, with increasing exposure to global culture through the internet and travel, attitudes are slowly becoming more liberal. Sex is no longer just for procreation within marriage. Yet comprehensive sex education is still lacking in many schools, and conservative values remain strong, especially outside the major cities. One of the most surprising and unique traditions is the practice of ghost marriages. In some rural areas, if a young person dies unmarried, their family may arrange a wedding with another deceased person to ensure they are not alone in the afterlife. This ancient ritual shows how profoundly different views on love and marriage can be within the same country. Ultimately, China is navigating a complex new landscape of love and relationships. The younger generation is caught between the desire for personal freedom and the enduring weight of tradition. They are using 21st century technology to find love, but are often still guided by age-old cultural values. They may go on dates found through an app, but they also attend matchmaking corners in parks, where parents post their children's resumes in hopes of finding a suitable match. This blend of swiping right and seeking parental approval, of modern romance and ancient rituals like ghost marriages, perfectly illustrates the intricate and evolving nature of love in contemporary China. China's economy is a modern marvel, a story of incredible growth that has lifted hundreds of millions of people out of poverty. The coastal cities are monuments to this success. Places like Guangzhou and Hangzhou are buzzing hubs of manufacturing, technology, and finance. Here, you can see skyscrapers that symbolize wealth, high-speed trains that connect megacities in a matter of hours, and ports that ship goods all over the world. The people in these cities have access to high-paying jobs, world-class education, and a lifestyle that can rival any major global capital. This economic boom has created a confident and ambitious middle class, eager to embrace modern dreams of success and prosperity. China's economic power is visible, impressive, and undeniable. But this bright picture of prosperity has a shadow. As you move inland, away from the glittering coast, the economic landscape changes dramatically. In the poorer rural provinces of the west and central regions, life is much harder. Many people are still subsistence farmers, working the land with basic tools much as their ancestors did. Incomes are significantly lower, and access to good healthcare and education is limited. This huge income gap between the urban rich and the rural poor is one of the biggest challenges China faces today. The Chinese dream feels very real in a city like Shanghai, but it can seem like a distant fantasy in a remote village in Guizhou province. The contrast is also starkly visible in daily life and consumption habits. China is the world's largest consumer of instant noodles, eating billions of packets every year. This is partly because they are a quick and cheap meal for migrant workers who have moved to the cities to find jobs, often living in cramped conditions and working long hours to send money back to their families. At the same time, China is also one of the world's largest markets for luxury goods. Wealthy urbanites spend lavishly on designer bags, expensive cars, and fine dining. This shows the two extremes of the economy. One part of the population relies on simple, affordable staples, while another indulges in the most exclusive products money can buy. As night falls, this contrast becomes even clearer. In the big cities, the streets come alive with energy. Neon signs flicker, lighting up bustling night markets, trendy bars, and karaoke clubs. Young people and professionals are out late, socializing, shopping, and enjoying the vibrant urban nightlife that never seems to sleep. It's a world of excitement and endless possibilities. Meanwhile, in a traditional village, the evening is a quiet, peaceful affair. After a long day of work, families gather at home for a simple meal. The streets become calm and dark, with the only sounds being the chirping of crickets or the distant barking of a dog. It is in these moments, the loud, bright city night versus the serene, dark village evening, that you can truly feel the two different Chinas, one racing toward the future and the other holding fast to its ancient, tranquil roots.